September the 30th, 2025. I'm coming home from shopping. I've been shopping, picked up a couple of presents for my daughter's birthday, bumped into somebody in Woolworths and ended up with about that much. Can you see that, everybody? I'm not trying to say it's a good... Oh, God. I own this shit, right? I own it. This is how upright and honest I am, and I think this is why they won't let me talk in court. I'll go to another person who's known and of interest. I go to his place to look at some brick pavers on the way home. Slippery as an eel. Anyway, I'll leave there. Around the corner there's Officer Flynn Reed sitting around the corner. Follows me home. Tries to claim that I tried to evade him, load of rubbish. Wants me to do a lick test, claiming that it's random. Okay, I've seen you parked around the corner from Troy's house. Now I ain't give a fuck at this point. I got nothing to lose. Yeah, well, we know what goes on there. Right, well, okay, so it's not random then, is it? You just admitted it's not random. You followed me home because of where my car was parked. Yeah. And why'd you try to evade me, mate? I didn't try to evade you. So then I asked him if there was anything wrong with my driving. He said no. I didn't commit any traffic offences or nah. You just said I tried to evade you. But I didn't. There was nothing wrong with driving. I didn't commit any traffic offences. Which is it? Anyways, I go to court. I went to court December 23rd last year. The one thing I was guilty of is having a controlled substance in my pocket, which nobody asked me until well after all of this. Well after it all. After the back and forth, after the banter and the carrying on and him throwing me around on the front lawn and I should have given back their lick test that was already positive that I never licked. So I can't use that in court, circumstantial evidence. Anyhow, like I say, it's about that much. On the 23rd of December when I went to court, I already pleaded guilty to that, which was, I know, was going to be their plea deal. I plead guilty to that, we'll drop the other charges. We'll plead guilty to the other things and they'll drop the charge of that. I took it away from them. Now I spat the dummy like a little baby over a crayon. This is what's going on. I see it quite clearly now. So I went back to court yesterday for mention, which was basically a second chance to change my mind. That's all it was. They just offered me a chance to change my mind. No. And now they're angry with me because I won't change my mind. And the whole time they keep telling me to get a lawyer, get a lawyer, get a lawyer. Even the magistrate has changed the tune from a warm smile. Now they've booked a trial for the 17th of September. That will be all but a whole year. For what? By the way, that's raw sugar. I've made that just as an example. Oh, it's raw sugar. Right. Oh shit! That was jokes. I would have spilled that everywhere. Trust me. Or is it? Ooh, come and get me, boys. Got some sweet stuff here. I'm not trying to justify, by any means, my mistake. I'm trying to point out the bullshit behind it all. The hypocrisy, the lies, the entrapment. They're trying to turn a nothing burger into something that's not there. It's not. How they try to entrap people and frighten them into pleading guilty to things that don't exist. And at the end of the day, it was something that may or may not have ended up happening in my house. Nobody else's business, not hurting anybody else. Not a good decision. Not the point. It's my decision. It's my life. Now, this is what it comes down to. It was a choice that I would have chose to put into my body. A choice of something that I would have chose to put into my body. My choice. My body. I'm the soul that owns this body. Not you, not anybody else. On this earth, anyway. Now all I want to do is go to court and tell the truth. And they won't let me. Get a lawyer, get a lawyer. I don't need a lawyer to tell the truth. I don't need a lawyer to speak for me. All I want to do is tell the truth. Why do I need a lawyer? Apparently I'm not allowed to tell the truth. There's too much money in lies. This is why they're crabby with me. Because I'm prepared to fall over. I've already fallen. They can't pick me, they can't lift me down to their level. Do you hear that? They can't lift me down to their level. They can't carry me down to their level. Because I'm not going down there where the lies are. I refuse to. You want to charge me, you're going to come, if you want to get me, you're going to have to come up here and get me. I'm not coming down there. Even in the minority of one, the truth doesn't cease being the truth. No matter how many people believe a lie, it's still a lie. I only want to expose the system. I don't want anyone to suffer. I want to expose the bullshit. Simply by telling the truth. I have a truth that needs to be told. Nobody wants to hear it. That ain't the truth. What are you afraid of? What are you so afraid of? Me telling the truth. Oh, I will tell it. I'm telling it now. It's getting out there. What you've done is kicked your own can down the road. How many people between now and the 17th of September will my truth reach? Oh, I have the dossier, by the way, that I'm building on quite a few people. Trent Aitken got a little taste of that the other day, a tiny fraction of it. in an email, and I know his eyes aren't the only ones who have graced. I'm not even sure he's seen it, because it's a council email address. I don't care. See, it's funny how I went to court and two people who claim to not know how the court works were waiting around and said, oh. I started to get this feeling, it's like, let's go with these guys. Just they didn't fit in. They both went in for a brief couple of minutes before me. They sat separate and didn't talk and didn't know each other. And then I mentioned a couple of things, and next thing you know, they're off over the other side of the courtroom waiting area, sitting down talking to one another like good buddies. Going on about something about I could be at work making money, but I'm stuck here instead. Funny how they both said that. They went in before me, one after the other, and I went in. The prosecutor was looking at me filthy. Magistrate was a completely different person yesterday to what she was on the 23rd of December. She seemed very, very pissed off with me because I won't play their game. I won't pick up their dice and roll it. I'm not gonna. I'm far more afraid of going along to get along than I am of the consequences of not. You see, you can't serve two masters. And once you pledge an oath to someone, you owe them that oath. You cannot go back on an oath. So it appears that we have pledged oaths to two different people, doesn't it? Or two different entities. Why do I get upset and why do I cry? Because everyone else has to suffer.